Hello? Let's get it. Oh, that's loud. Go, baby. Can I get a home, yo? Do your job on the road.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the runner-up and Rookie of the Year balloting Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns as they square off against the #1 pick, Kyler Murray, and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been flawless all year long as they hit the home stretch at 13-0.
And now they just have to guard against complacency. You still got to go out and earn it every week.
And kickoff is underway.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals set to go on offense. It'll be Kyler Murray leading the way. What a year for him at Oklahoma in 2018. Heisman Trophy winner, better than 4,300 passing yards, 42 touchdowns. And don't forget about running the football as well. He had a 1,000-yard season rushing it with 12 touchdowns on the ground as well. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
It's nice to see Marcus Gilbert back on the field, this time in an Arizona Cardinals uniform. They picked him up from Pittsburgh for a 6th-round pick back in March. He's going to play right tackle for the Cardinals, a key spot for them. The big thing for him, can he stay healthy? Because when he is, he's one of the better tackles in the league.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Well, look now at the starters on the defensive side for the Browns. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback, who was the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner, as most of you know, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback.
He's got a man complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just 1 sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down, Johnson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He finds his man, Johnson. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray, and that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Fielded at the 20. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard.
What's up, Chet?
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the gun on 3rd down. Murray with a catch made by Johnson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 21-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, it's Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. And this is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
From the gun on third down. Murray got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from Murray fighting. Lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 60 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a second straight Player of the Week award.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing now is Murray.
One thing to keep in mind,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
and they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Beckham and the Browns set to take over again. And these highlights here showcasing the solid game he's had.
Well, someone woke up and felt good about themselves there, didn't they? I have to feel that he came into this one with the idea that, yeah, I can do this. Whether it's preparation, reading the film, whatever it was, it's paying off in a big way as we watch this one unfold.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards already. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Room here to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And it's caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the 1st half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. This is fielded at the goal line. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Quincy Enunwa, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jags trying to give their fans a rare bright spot in a season that's seen them fall to 3-9 to this point. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And you can see where they sit, perched right at the top. The question, Charles, with a perfect season they have going, what's on the line, how do you see them playing it out these final few weeks of the season?
But I can see the locker room voting unanimously to play to win. That's how they're built. It doesn't matter whether you're 0 whatever or undefeated. You want to play every game to win it. But I think from a management and coaching standpoint, you're looking at it and saying how much pressure is on this team to try and keep that record going. And is that really our ultimate goal? They're almost hoping maybe they get beat, and now you can start to rest guys and take the pressure off and just get ready for the playoffs.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Hey,
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43.
Power forward,
but not
baby.
before
Let's
picking up the
do
first.
this.
They only
Money
needed a few inches, but still
call.
some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So many connections between the two quarterbacks in this game, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray, both Heisman Trophy winners. Obviously, you've got the Oklahoma connection, both #1 overall picks. Both also won a state title in high school in the state of Texas, and neither guy is a very tall quarterback. Baker Mayfield at 6'1", Kyler Murray just at 5'10". Throwing, Mayfield looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. To throw, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. But do you put it in your quarterback's hands again? That's the question here on third and goal. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. So that one, a 13-play drive in total, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Now left side on the swing pass.
Well, Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray now to throw. Out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Murray, that's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Murray now. Complete. It's Johnson. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third and 2, and here's Murray. Screen play, Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Murray going to throw. He'll buy some time right, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Murray from midfield. And now he'll tuck. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. There he goes right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Seibert on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. The one knock on Johnson was his speed out of college, ran a 4.6 40, but this offensive staff says he plays a lot faster than he runs. They really like him. Very precise route running for the 6th-round pick out of Fresno State, part of a loaded receiver class for Arizona. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Murray. He gets this one to Johnson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Murray to air it out again. Throw caught here by Bird. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A little juke.
Damn.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game.
I missed.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback, Denzel Ward. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cleveland, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Women on Gino. Stuff like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Put a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish you well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need it. I give them just
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
Jeez.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
The Ravens are gonna lose, so I'm gonna put the Patriots next in line, maybe.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tempo, copy, end zone.
Yeah, let's get it.
I'm cocky, I do my
Go check out the news.
jump in the stands. No man,
Beckham, Virginia goes wild versus the Cardinals.
Guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it
Wow.
back to the camera. Hot boy, just consider me
Wow.
sure shot. I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Beat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, that you see in my war.
8-6, they're about to be.
Years, black, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash.
They're about to be 8-7.
Crash, they will not stop me.
So that'll put them
End zone, watch me celebrate.
in the wild card, huh? Maybe.
Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want.
What?
They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Steelers at the Jets.
I need a ring
That's
and a trophy.
easy win
I say
for
I'm the
them,
best 'cause I am.
shit.
It's no need in keeping it low key. I can cover the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting
Bills
him
at
stay in
the
the game.
Patriots.
See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominated every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Hope it's snowy. Oh yeah. Damn.
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the exciting second-year quarterback, Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens, as they take on last year's #1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield, and the upstart Cleveland Browns. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime.
It's snowing.
But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the dog pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Lamar Jackson in his second season, the Heisman Trophy winner of 2016, leading the Ravens onto the field. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here now the Baltimore offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Browns heading out, and the pressure squarely on the shoulders of number 6 in his second season now with the Browns. The number 1 overall pick in 2018, Baker Mayfield. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Dashing through the snow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Taking it about the 16. Jarvis Landry. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now Jackson on third down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set.
Oh, man. No way.
Downs. Raven football here as we begin.
What do you mean there's nothing to challenge?
Quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, no.
From the 44, Jackson. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Hard to believe, but the regular season's starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. A good pickup there, a 22. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws.
It's caught at the 10.
One-handed grab, Odell Beckham Jr., baby.
Touchdown,
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Boom.
Odell Beckham, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. You continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. This one complete to Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is taken around the 12. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And that will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
They'll take a break as we'll take one too. And welcome back. Sorry. The break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky. You got tight.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
48.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with an AFC matchup at MetLife Stadium. Pittsburgh taking on the New York Jets. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. James Washington, a touchdown reception. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail that one to the visiting Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr lighting it up. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Ryan Fitzpatrick has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching has been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Godwin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Andy Dalton with 2 first-half touchdown passes. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. And again, it's Chubb. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 57 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. And a big reason why this defense is pitching a shutout, they have been bringing the lumber.
And think about how they've been playing and putting themselves in a position to do it. Fundamentally sound, covering all the gaps, what we call it run fits when it's the running game, making sure they're locking down on the pass receivers, and that puts them in a position to be aggressive when they tackle.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Injury.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out,
I did have
couldn't even find his outlet man because of the
field.
coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Austin Seibert now for the Browns field goal. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Seibert's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
There he was in the slot for the catch. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Jackson now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Jackson will throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And Jackson throwing once more, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Oh, my God.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
That was short as fuck. Whatever, bro.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Control took 3 minutes.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And the final 2 weeks, just like a formality pretty much, they're going to be the #1 seed, but there is the matter of that perfect record, 14-0 right now. How might that change how they approach these next 2 games?
And I think what it does is it forces you to come together as a team and as an organization and say, okay, what are we really trying to accomplish here? And what's the best way to reach those goals? For some teams, the best way is to stay focused, stay locked in, go for a perfect season, and then take that open week to rest and heal up before the playoffs begin. For others, okay, we've got it locked in. Let's start to tamp it down a little bit. Get these guys rested and ready to go. All depends on your organization. I think most players...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT. Yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you had 2 more on, and then they fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that played for it, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us allowing that to happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, defense.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted.
Here we go. There's a play I was looking for. Let's go.
He'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
All right, thank you.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab.
What a
yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Offense.
Around the NFL, fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons, they wind up winning that one. Matt Ryan, 2 touchdown passes in the W.
53, check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Jackson on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for Mark Ingram there.
I think so. Please, someone talk to money.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yeah, baby.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, yeah. What is he doing with it?
He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had
big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause